The Black House Fire Radio.
1952, the British colony of Kenya was thrown into armor. They vowed at any cost.
Yo, wait, it's the new. It's the new. It's the
Police post kimemea, imetoka tu kunego na polisi ateme arifu yangu. State inazimanga kimelia, baadaye unasikia mamwili uoshezi. Tunatingika, handa silikatikia thika, destination dead. Hakuna kupumzika, next tupate kujuka mjibu. Magia milima, tote mezaliwa tena, naitwa jina. Ukoko wa Rasta close to Makina, kuna teachings za Field Marshal Dream ya Kenya ni kuandila, revolt ni apili. You tuko na power ya peak, kila kuna kijimiti ni city. Let's still become tough and become
Hey, Joby.
wakili na stali pale bakufita kuwezi za cartoon Mshana kidaru pesa anatomani basi kutafu kuna pale mo Kenya sing ancestral prayers yeah ayuda what's the big division to break this dream with the system my name is Juan Sacrilege Gadi Misri wakisukuma kama farasi mapunda mina kamtunga pale sabe ameshikilia kibeti top of the class now I'm in the top of the game with a mystery squad game to popular
People ain't crowded up in there.
Mau, you guys karibuni on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on the radio. Karibuni sana. This is the Africa Today show right here on the media of the Fire Network radio station. My name is Joby Nkise here for the first time. Our participant listeners, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And revolutionary song by the one. So a host right here on Black on Fire Network and featuring the members of Wakadinali, but of course as well in the house, and a child right there, he talks about literally taking over, and that is what we see happening today as we get to the 254 and the wake up call of Africa. Jumped into a video which speaks about the former Prime Minister Macron on Africans waking up. He calls it the embassy Macron waking up and African people, and I'll be sharing much more on this, is especially because of the partnership that France, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, and I believe that is words were uttering or directed to, and what is happening in Kid Karibu Sana as well. Are you at work already?
Yeah, that's how I was at work when I left out this morning. I left out
Are
this
you
morning.
left morning? Yeah. Did you get
Yeah,
there safe?
yeah. Well, now, when I got there, I still, I did that, and I'm going someplace else. I want to say, Santi Sana, thank you for not telling me you started the show with your revolutionary ass. Thank you
I
very
just
much.
said it right now.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Santi Sana, kindly,
I just said it right
separately.
now. I just started right now, so everyone who's joining in, you guys just tuned in right. We just started this Sana, guys. Where we shall be talking, of course, about what route. Given a bit of information on that, but I'll be sharing. Deputy President has said both, especially the Deputy President, look because of the number of deaths that occurred yesterday. It's like there was some misunderstanding. Nationals from within the country, within the politicians, advice on how to act upon Kenyans. Literally, speech that he gave this evening, and Kenyans are. The target is, or the march of tomorrow is called the 1 million march.
Yeah, he's trying to stay home. The deputy president, like, please stay home. He's got it. We're not going to do extrajudicial killings no more. We're not gonna do this. We're not. No. Now the youth that put that act right on you niggas. The youth that put that act right on you cats. So now the youth realize they're the power. The genie's never gonna go to power. Say, please stay home. We know we kidnapped the district attorney. That's wrong. Yeah, you can't be kidnapping people in democracy, moron. The cat's out the bag. So no, Kenya's been created as a corrupt.
And of course,
it's never gonna be the same anymore.
I was just listening to space right now in the 254 before starting the show. And people are giving their different opinions, and I love the way people are really organized on how they want to not overthrowing, but literally taking out Ruto. It is very well organized. The young men and women who are there in that space saying we should not political parties, because I think I'm going to start with the video of Ruto. If you tend to, he talks about where we need to call on the youth so we can, that was posed on many or to many is because with the youth we have nothing to do with him. We don't want to listen to this. All hours ago he just called us criminals, and now you want to call us your sons. And he said, you're my sons and daughters, and you are job which is still directed us to China and Dubai. I was telling even the people right because we were listening to him. I'm like,
I told you, Joby. Yeah, I told you that speech you told me. I told you he was going to walk that speech back you showed me last night. He's going to walk that back. I told you. He's done. Go ahead.
Yeah, he made another speech this afternoon.
Yeah.
People are like, if you try to listen to the Ruto was talking yesterday and today, the Ruto was speaking yesterday was a very bitter and criminals, and today he wants to call us his sons and daughters, and we should.
Yeah, because he was told, "Hey, moron, you lost the country, and we're probably gonna lock your ass up."
To add on was, if you try to look at all these puppets who keep on talking, don't even have any one African country they can point to that is actually Mali and Burkina Faso out of this, but the rest, we can point, and that is one thing I was telling people here in the studio. There is no country. For example, with China, India, Russia, I don't know other countries. An example of our development. Oh, you look at China, they have done this and this. Look at it. What is this bullshit you're talking about? Can you talk
exactly? That's off the back of Africans, Joby. Off the back of Africans. So next time they get the go ahead.
This evening, not this afternoon, but this evening, the information that came to the eyes of majority of us Kenyans is were not it was not like the way we saw it last time. Let me read this. Let me read. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Let me read it. Just a minute. The global internet that there was no physical subsea cable damage.
It's a lie.
So meaning this is literally all routers do.
Yeah, it's a lie. Yeah.
Were threatened. We shall shut you down if you continue broadcasting. Only one media came out to speak. Only one media came out. We're going to give people information on what is happening. Shut it, but we're not gonna take threats and you're not gonna control us on what to. And I'm so happy again to see, like I was listening. Have a very well arranged Number one agenda I've listened to is that nobody's talking about the 20 puppets. Even when they give their speeches, everything is always, we're gonna do this until even when it comes to until 7 election. There's one lady who came there talking about, we've realized you're going to elect. She was so pause. My sister, understand why about the current situation, which is the rage of tomorrow, which we're taking outside. Said only 6 people are being killed. Right now, as we talk, there is a long Thika road, the first funded road in Kenya. 100+ deaths recorded right now. We have deaths of people who died in town is 22. And another of still increasing number of deaths that is still being counted. So how dare this person? Everyone is mad. It is 100, literally we're talking about 1 million. The Gen Zs right now. We have the Gen Zs, we have even the older generation, for those who have been fighting for this. Everyone is coming out. Personally, of course, I'm not. Okay, I've watched.
Take your break, Joe. You already went yesterday. Good God.
Tomorrow we're not going anywhere. We stick our idea. This is a coon right here we see on our face. This is people, and like everyone is saying, the case needs to be reopened.
Yep.
Criminal courts needs to open back the case of this person. 7 people when he banned them on a church and still wants to bring bullets. That is the same regime he came with. We are a government that is so focused of number one on God, because God, and people have had enough of this.
20 months ago, our country was escalating cost of essential household commodities, rapid depreciation of the Kenya shilling, and threatening to ground our economy. Hard and consistently, so that today, unga have dropped from 240 shillings to Kenya shillings 100, majorly attributed to the program.
Fertilizer subsidy. You remember the first fertilizer?
Yeah, they gave him dirt.
So mad.
Gave him dirt.
Didn't even understand why our people couldn't connect the dots. But again, package, and now the cat is out of the bag. That is what you always say.
Yes, Joe, the cat's out the bag.
Yeah, the genie is out of the bottle. People and more, and now it is out. The subsidized fertilizer. out of Kenyans for selling them nothing but soil and sand.
Yep.
And
Criminal.
they are here. We prove. Exactly.
The resilient good rains that were given to us by God.
Wow. Also borrowed
Hey,
of money.
this con man shit don't work, dude. The youth are too smart on you. They know you are a phony. All these big ass platitudes you do. You're a con man.
So from 7,500 to 2,500, from a high of 217 to now 100. The shilling has strengthened against the dollar from 65 to now 127. We have made significant
As
progress.
if that is doing any of our economy.
No, it's all nonsense. They know the truth. They know he's a puppet, Joey. And if you play the video again, I sent you just now. You'll see why all these Africans are puppets. This is what they have to do. They're all sellouts. They hate the people. They get the most
in pulling the nation
puppets.
back. Distress. Our debt situation, our budget now has space for investment and in the hardship on vulnerable people and creating opportunities. Our GDP grew by last year, ranking Kenya among the 27.
Hey.
Our inflation figures of 9 and 8 to 5% in April this year. For the nation to know that we collect as taxes in debt service. We have paid that was borrowed in 2014 that has been hanging around our neck.
You didn't borrow it. You corrupt bastards and stole that money. That's why you go to conference to get fucking more money that never goes to the people. You're all corrupt and fucked up. Every one of you puppets. That's why you go. You ain't built shit. You ain't created shit. You ain't invented shit. So how are you a multi-millionaire? All you African leaders, you ain't built shit. You ain't created shit. You ain't invented shit. How are you all millionaires? Go ahead, Joby.
I see. This is I don't on the deputy president and the presidency that person in the government and no, that is the deputy president, most corrupt person in the government, and you lied to the president for fun. I'll get the facts correctly, then come back to you guys.
$500 million. Today, Kenya's more sustainable, and we are on course to reduce of debt and assert our sovereignty. This year, Treasury had proposed a budget of. I did direct that it to come down to 303 point. The Finance Bill 2024 went public participation, which resulted we agreed to drop proposals on circulation tax, VAT on locally manufactured items,
They told you scrap the whole thing.
as well as excise duty on money transfer services. The additional tax measures we had were to raise money 146 billion are made subsequent to public participation by Parliament. That came down. I had made this proposal taking into account our situation. I want to thank the members of Parliament and those who voted yes.
I want to thank the member of parliament seated behind me and those who voted yes. So the ones missing here are the ones who voted no.
For identifying the priority areas, because when I made with my cabinet, we had priorities for the nation. Is our agriculture. The
same person talking about agriculture family, yeah, he took Kenyans and also Malawi president, they tried to work for Israel farm, and we saw farm because they're not being paid, number one, they're working as slaves, number two, arrested, and I don't know, something happened. I was reporting that they were told to either choose to stay in that farm or to go back. Majority were arrested.
Yeah, they try to leave, go on the town.
Oh my God.
And part of the
agriculture, while you're sending your people and not giving them the control their own country.
Yeah, no shit.
Raise was 10 billion shillings that will go to fertilizer. 18 billion shillings that would go to making sure that junior, 46 of them would be confirmed on permanent and pensionable. We are very clear, education being the greatest equalizer.
Please. Who you talking to? You still got school fees and school fees, moron. Who you trying to gaslight? The youth know you are corrupt and fucked up. All these stupid platitudes, dude. You said these are not the youth are not their parents or their grandparents. You keep talking like somebody from 1980, back in those eras, or even Uhuru's era. That shit is gone.
So gone.
And all the shit you've done, you've done absolutely nothing. Go ahead, Joe.
That is the type of mentality they're still stuck in, thinking that
yes, they are.
Of our parents who just used to watch news and listen to that.
Yep.
It doesn't matter to us. We shouldn't go deeper and analyze deeper and question. No. And again, I want to go back. Apart from TikTok, on Twitter, people are also real, and that's why yesterday about other countries. If you listen to the Twitter spaces, people are Ruto tried to get on one of the panel or one of the conversations. The first question he was asked is, where are the abducted people? Because we know you the abducted people who we ordered the release of have not been released. What they removed them. They removed them.
Mhm.
We
Good.
are tired, done. You know, when it talks about the who are supposed to get fully occupants of until they start striking again, because how much times do we keep on seeing them doing this scheme of a few number of people get and then they start striking? We need everything same system that is not actually doing okay by. We were saying that the 2010 constitutional actually is working okay. We can actually do even better than what we have. 2010 constitution. We can do better. We can have a better. And that is what people are declaring. Tomorrow I just hope not to report the number of deaths, but that is, of course, very highly. It's crazy, trust me. Tomorrow, observe Kenya again. It has ever made. Tomorrow it's gonna be. Tomorrow it's outside there. It's crazy. Even today, talk about anything else. Everyone is talking politics. Downstairs, I went to get.
The old Negroes even surprised Joby and Run Guy.
Super crazy. But as we get to continue, we had this to say. I just want to share one of his speeches. I don't want to share the whole thing. From one of the platforms right here, what he said to stop the demonstrations tomorrow. And
I said it, but he's saying that was the deputy president. Sound crazy.
By listening. As a government, we have established institutions, but also genuinely understand their concerns.
Wow.
These institutions, particularly the National Intelligence Service, it is clear there has been a failure in the intelligence concerning crucial government policies. Kenya today has admitted that it has come to that the people of Kenya did not want anything. The president.
These bad talking about, oh, these are being sponsored by Russians. Oh, this is the protest that ain't happening here. This is how corrupt these politicians are. Oh, this is being backed by Russia. Oh, it's not organic. It's this now. And they come out. The people have spoken. I thought they weren't the people. I thought it was the Russians. I thought there was protests in other countries.
I want to appeal to Generation Z to call because their cry has been heard by the president.
Heard by the whole country.
Issue.
We don't want to listen. This is
exactly
that went to a university that people were graduating and jobs for you. Now you want to, oh my God, man.
Yeah, Joe, but so that's what they do. He's a phony. Like I said, all of them are phony and criminal. And we said, please go home. Don't come out tomorrow. No, the country's forever changed from here on out.
I can't even share that, man. This is too cool. This is getting on my nerve. This is the same university, bunch of universities that have shared a He's told people, you graduate, get expect no job.
Because they've been able to do that, Joby. They've been able to just disrespect African people. Yeah, now it's over.
2 months. The deputy president went ahead and told Kenya Need to go to US and bring us wazungu, okay? We don't care. You go get married and get your mzungu and come, okay? There's job opportunities outside there for you guys. Go. This tells you the ignorance that these people have had for the longest time. This is nothing to do with Kenya. Africans have been dying outside of the in job opportunities, but yet they tell you to go outside.
Yeah.
It is on tomorrow. Tomorrow, I tell you, I have to participate, but tomorrow it's gonna be crazy. They're not gonna like it. This is gonna be something they have never seen this. With me, and as we get to continue to talk about other more news coming in, where we can see Niger is considering to work with Chad in terms of that, and much more of what is happening as well. Let me, as we get to continue, the shed.
Well, they're trying to put back together old Maximus Empire, which was Chad, Guinea Faso, Mali, Niger, Senegal, Guinea, and Mauritania. Maximus Empire was as big as the United States. How big that empire was. I've been bigger.
Shout out to Cassius Williams, Karibu Sana, I see you.
No, Cassius. Yeah, they really messed with our numbers. Don't nobody ever know we're live now. They're really shutting our channel down. It was already shadow banned. It's shadow banned galore now. Because the numbers have started picking back up again. I know Joby started getting 1,000, 2,000 views. They're going to start shutting it back down.
Sub-Saharan Africa has been fundamental to the
See, this is why the man tells you why China, Europe, and America has got wealthy. Ain't no G off the back of Africa. I'll tell you why. Go ahead, Joe.
And Africa had a role.
Make everybody rich.
Raw material
So
producer.
much keep it poor.
We will not allow. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity
of everybody else.
Okay,
Exactly.
and this means
That's why there are puppets in Africa to make sure Africa stays poor.
One is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. Europe or US or now China, in Africa to be impoverished.
Oh my God! Let me just pause that as we get to continue. Revolution in Africa, as much as people are so focused on now, understand who our enemies also are, and they're the main reason why we have people, the white people.
Yes.
At that.
Yes, Joe.
That is one thing we should keep in our heads.
We need them dirt cheap. That's the message.
Like, I've not seen this video before. I've seen this video like 10,000.
No.
My show, it's online everywhere. It's instilling in Africa. This is what they are saying. Said yesterday, by all means and cost, we don't want to see the people power, but no, it's
Africans can do. Of course there is. This is what it does. Do something different. I assure you, living in North America and Asia is going
You'll be poor. Now pause it. You understand? If Africa ever gets this shit together and does something, Asia, North America, which is here, and Europe will fall. I've been said that because Africa was always wealthy. They were always poor. They went in, robbed, steal, and killed African people. They got control of the wealth of the country. That's why they're puppets all around Africa. Whoever controls Africa controls the world. That's what he's telling.
I assure you that the West big fight. Okay, so the job of many Western academics is they have to keep doing what they're doing. It's your fault that you're poor.
Wow.
It's not our fault.
Exactly. Before I've gone up, I don't know, and this is the mentality to blame us.
Yes, that's what you've been taught. It's a lie.
Religiously, they have used that scheme, and that is
Yes.
first time, and I remember, and I've said this a couple of times. The first time I went on a sleep, I was shook because I'm coming from and good houses. I'm brought to the city where we also to my friend's house. They're living in a carton, a sack.
Wow.
Okay, something's not really adding up. I did it. I went and asked my mom, like, what is really what is? And at some point, my mentality was telling me, because of that fault, maybe God, because for me it was maybe Jesus just.
That's what they tell. That's what Africans think, Joby. Denounce Jesus. No, white people and Asians are stealing from you, not Jesus.
That is the same bullshit I grew up with. I'm like, nah. That's why they are poor. They're just not doing right by.
That's how all Africans think, Joby. You're brainwashing.
Fault that you're poor, you know. So this is what we do in the basic forces that have caused this underdevelopment. We cannot afford to allow Africa to industrialize. Okay, so we will do everything to stop that. Show you how we actually block that. We had East processes. So in the earlier period, we had Taiwan. Okay, rapid growth, sucking, driving up the prices. After those countries, then sub-Saharan African growth rate again fell. And then to this role, just the supplier of raw material. Currencies are collapsing of these countries, African countries. After colonization ended, structures to keep these countries where they were. First of those is aid. Okay, we give them aid.
The fake aid shit.
But actually, we give them aid to keep repressive regimes.
Yep. Keep the puppets in charge.
All the hypocrisy about transparency
and democracy. That's all bullshit, exactly.
But it would go to country after country. The president did not accept the loan. Economics. It's economic warfare.
Yeah.
It happens everywhere. It happens in a country. The rich can. You really believe you have democracy? Come on.
Exactly. The Kenyans found out the Kenyans found out they didn't have democracy. Like the truth is there. You don't have democracy. These are scams. They told Demore. No democracy, no Africa. They can afford to have democracy. You'll decide to keep your own wealth. You'll decide to have shit benefit you. Not Europe, not Asia.
Period.
The largest budgets in the Europe and US. You see, we're keeping them dependent. This next round of the WTO is designed to block anyone else getting on top of the ladder.
Just wow. Hmm?
Wow. Just wow.
White man will not shock you every single day you see his face. I mean, you just look at very okay. I want to be friendly with a white man. But I have no problem with them. It's their ancestors that did this wrong. It's still very, as South Africans, I'm South Africans, you gotta wake up. You really have to wake up.
They're more indoctrinated, Joby. They're there with them. They've been indoctrinated longer, and they've given them no education. They're really bad, Joby. That indoctrination in South Africa is deep. That shit is deep, crazy deep. And they didn't fight like the Kenyans did. They didn't have that fighting spirit. So that abuse is just, it's like it's in their face, calling them all kind of niggas and coppers and you bastards. You do what you're told to do up in here. Okay, master. No, it's crazy.
Man, I don't
Crazy.
know about it.
That's why people are mad at Tyler. You guys, Tyler, you done destroyed your career, girl.
Mhm.
You destroyed your career when you came to America, and you played that South African racist shit. We don't do that here. You didn't want to identify yourself as black. We didn't care if you wasn't black. But then but you thought you're better than black people. See, we're proud to be Africans. You can't do that to us like they do. See, we ain't them sucker South Africans where we think colored people or light-skinned people, mixed people are better than us. No. We say the true blackness is better. So you can't bring that colonial mind over here. You probably destroyed your career. See, South Africa, you're not going to make enough money to be an international star. And Rihanna called you out. Rihanna said you done. I think she's right. Rihanna said you done. And Rihanna said she's African. And she's tired of white people and their racism, and she's moving back to Africa. She called you out, little girl. So your career is probably over before it started. You don't play that South African you better than black people shit here. You don't play that shit. South Africans allow you to do that shit there. You don't play that you better than African people here. You got checked. And the South Africans try to get all mad. We check you South Africans too. Don't be in all our DMs because you slavery minded. That's you. That's you.
It's crazy,
You
but
like,
anyway.
go ahead, Joby. You like kissing white ass? Go ahead, do it.
William Ruto is a white supremacist in blackface.
Exactly. Because he cared more.
Obama.
What you on, Joby? You must be on Instagram.
Who?
Are you on Instagram, Joby?
YouTube. He's on YouTube.
Oh, catch it. Okay, yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So yesterday during the demonstration, Obama's half sister. Giving the show. She's acting with the tear gas, acting all she's so Kenyans and all that. And now like, wait, how is this even ow, and why is she right here? And that's the problem where Africans will fail to know because of these titles they have. If you go to most parts of the Western Kenya, we have so many Obama. just because Obama is a Luo. Just because Obama is a Luo and because Obama was an American there that was so gone, especially with that in parts of Kenya. So many people were left there who are pregnant. Obama and Michelle, literally. And that is what the white guy is talking about. Where they believe some certain type of things. And the same thing, Anita, imaginary things, and they work. Sadly, they work. That is the saddest part. They don't just create this imaginary work, they put them to work. They are believing in Jesus who we've never seen. They bring us the... And that's how behind we really are. Development. That's how behind we are. We didn't even know. Even with the that was in 20, I can't remember, but crusade of the prophet of Kenya. Then they claimed Jesus because that is so a blue beam. We really all believe that they saw Jesus. Says don't the parliament look like the Kenya?
Remember when the Kenyans were running in the street chasing that homeless white man saying he was Jesus? Remember them chasing that homeless white man from America, Joby?
Yesterday? On the demonstration yesterday?
No, not yesterday. Like 3 years ago. And they were chasing that homeless white man.
Yeah. Yes, I remember, man. It's crazy. It is.
Yeah.
White people have come with those made believe. Really took them and fed into them. But just to relate with the video that you just shared there, I want to share this video here of where we had of minister who blamed Emmanuel Macron's imbecile to get the article on Twitter, but
he's saying that Macron is such an idiot. He's made the Africans start to wake up and realize they've been stealing from them.
Yeah, so this was actually 19th of December 2023. That was tweet. He said it's the imbecility in the eyes of Africans. One thing is sure, colonies, our children and grandchildren will go to Africa.
They go to Africa to work. Exactly. Their children, grandchildren go to Africa to work because Africa has the money. Africa will be wealthy again. It won't be the Africans run to Europe, the Europeans run to Africa, because the stealing, the Africans then stop the stealing.
Needs to go. That is what he also added. If not, France will suffer. Its new Africa vision. If one of the heads of the falls, the others will abandon the vision. My God.
Yep.
Oh my God.
It's the African is too stupid, Joey, to run the world. Africa has no history. They're too stupid.
Africa does not have history, so Africa. Wow, that is the former French minister Thierry Bertrand. Africa has no history. Yeah, Africa, we have no history, no civilization.
You are the civilization. You are the history, but they told that lie for so long. They're African, and they stole it. African history. That's all that shit is in their museum. There's no history, but all my shit is in your museum. All my shit is up in your museum. I'm the one with no history, but all my shit is in your museum.
It's funny that Africa has no history, so Africa cannot run the world. But we literally, why people don't understand, we literally are managing the world. We says that is what is managing these people. Literally breathing because of Africa.
Yeah, he's saying it's your resources, yes. But he said you don't need to control it because you're too stupid. Europeans need to control Africa and its resources so they can be wealthy since you guys have no history. And you're too stupid to be rich. That's what he said. That's how the audacity is crazy. It's crazy. But that's who they are.
They're, with all their made up in Africa going down. You no longer have audacity in the next 20 years for me. Okay? At most 20 years. Everything that is happening. I'm gonna give it personally maybe 20 years for everyone to fully wake up, and when Africa takes full,
I get about 20 years. I get about 20 years.
I don't feel like it's not gonna run like this for long.
No, Joey, you're at the beginning of
What is happening?
You're at the beginning of the end, Joey.
I doubt.
You're at the beginning of the end.
I doubt if colonization. And you can see, I'm really proud, let me tell you. If you guys can see, people are willing, especially after yesterday, everyone is ready to take the bullet.
Yeah, you should be proud, Joey. Kenya's going to change Africa. Oh, I lost Joby.
That sorry about that. So video right here, which relate to the same situation. How Europe, the same people who are claiming now they need to destabilize Africa from African people. Ruto, on that speech he made earlier today, spoke waiting for Kenyans outside. And if you try to look at most of the African people, a lady that was last month, she is, and she was supposed to undergo surgery that is in the US, denied her a visa. And this lady was actually in uncontrolled or any hospital that could help her here. But the US embassy has taken your money, pocketed, but you can't reporting. We've seen cases of Zimbabwe people, that is those women complaining about this, especially in Kenya. It has
that was Namibia, Joey, not Zimbabwe, yes. Namibia.
It's been super, super crazy. So we know that they have been stealing this money for their own benefits. Let me share this. Let's get to continue.
I can hear you.
Damn. Okay.
Let me tell you something, fam. Are making money, they're making bank, and we, the people. I just found a report on the EU.
It's funny. It's funny. It's always our money. That is the saddest part and the worst. We're not only slaves. This is just so crazy. Is this way beyond?
Let me tell you something, fam. This West money, they're making bank, and we, the people, are on the EU Observer, and you won't believe from visa applications that they have rejected. Yes. It's 130 23. The rejected visa application made 130 million euros. And let me tell you something. The UK. The UK on its own made visa applicants. The reason why I say Africans is because from the 100 they made, 90% of the reject Africa and Asia. They are literally making money off of us. Personally, what gets me more than anything is the fact I'm knowing well that they are not going to the applications. They know that those people, most of those people are requirements, but they still allow them to apply.
It's crazy that we don't meet their requirements. We've never met their. When are we going to? They want us and when it comes to African people, we don't meet the requirements.
Stop them a stage where if you don't pass that, you don't get to no, they want to make sure that they take people's money. That they tell us that, get away like immigrants, don't come here. Money off of those people. And it's just sad. I think it's a shady business. But to make 130 million just in a year is
the comments of this post right here. People are so mad, especially majority of the people who suffer from this actually not so many Africans are making so much money or a passport. And we've seen this also with the cases of why so many people cannot fly back to Africa is because passports are also expensive. But ask yourself why. This actually why they also deny the Black Americans or some of the Black Americans not to tour back to Africa. It is literally everything is on purpose. On euros off the African pockets all through the visa, not giving Africa no refunds. Nobody wants to be held accountable for. We should live okay by that. We should just be okay. We should just be okay by that. Personally, I refuse. But it's a high time, actually, I believe from the majority of the people are saying, it is a high time, according to again, the same way we are raising question about we should start questioning about the embassies, with all these embassies in Africa. What is their purpose? If I do not meet your requirement of me going here, let me work with organizations that can help me. And we should have such kind of organization, and they should be recreated. And if that is so impossible, then we don't want before from 2021, and I'll still repeat it. As Africa have to put strict measures when it comes to these white people coming to our, the same way they're so strict with African people going outside, them coming here. This is not a toilet. This is not a dumping site. We have no history indeed. Africa, Africa does not have history. So Africa, our resources that are feeding off these people, literally. So we had Mohammed on the comments. He's from Sudan for a visa, and I won't do it. I am from Sudan, and if I decide country to my brothers, and I'm glad to hear such a, because majority of the people don't understand, accept the rejection of a white man. Let me call it that. A white man. Another says rejected visa decision. Well, which country is that? Because in Africa, I've not seen any other country that works like that. I've not seen. Says the problem is with us that we lack unity. I love to also say, because if we really, because this has been a chat going on online. Coming out talking about rejection of visa and all that. But if only we started talking about this, nothing to do with me as a Kenyan, as a Ugandan, as a Zimbabwe, as a Ghanaian. This is something to do with African people just being slaves of the white people, where they're just keeping your money and don't want to be a this situation.
That's why they made all these fake. That's why they made all these fake countries, Joby, all these fake borders. That's why they created these borders. That's why Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana said, we got to get rid of these borders. Go ahead.
I'm saying right here. And one guy just mentioned the problem why Africans, and I'm actually saying, I'm saying that is the truth, because this year or this year, where we've seen Africans complain about this, it has been for so long where we've seen Africans overseas and no refunds, and nobody's going to be held accountable.
Nope.
Leaders of our own countries.
Exactly, Joe.
So it goes back to where video from that Zimbabwe women, those Zimbabwe women, you came out
Namibia. I think that was Namibia, but I think it was Namibia. I think Namibia closed down Namibia said they're closing down the U.S. embassy, but not refunding their money, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Namibia said they're gonna close the embassy down because you can't keep stealing. You can't keep stealing their money and not refund their money. Mm-hmm. I think it's Namibia. It's either Namibia or Zimbabwe who did it.
Mm-hmm.
I know them.
That is.
Go ahead.
That is what I believe should be done. The first thing when about the unity, if we should have, the moment you realize this is our called out all these embassies to withdraw from our country. They keep on telling African people is that you do not meet our requirement.
Of course, the requirements. The requirements. Yeah, you're black. That's you don't meet the requirement because you're black.
I need to bleach my.
No.
I need to add the blonde wig.
No. That ain't gonna work. But how much you do a body dysmorphia? You're still black, and the answer is no.
I need to sleep. Can be seen. I'm literally eligible for this visa. like I've said again, and that's what I'm saying right now. Like I've said since 2020, as well should have a strict measure when it comes to this. This is not a toilet. You claim we have no history. It's a high time we should. We have history, and we had history.
Yeah. Majority of the world's history. The majority of the world's history is African history. Majority of the world is African Black history globally. Not them. They just showed up 2 days ago. Why do you think? Why do you think all your shit is in their museums? You're dealing with a psychopath.
Also, another one says we have to start looking inwardly as Africans. Exactly. Because the problem, again, as much as we understand this, within the African continent, running away is not an. Don't get as African people. We always want to solve every. Kenyans again for understanding this. It's not even a time to run away.
Exactly right, Joey.
Flight, because so many people have taken flights to come and participate. Many.
Yeah. Joby, the cowards are the ones that run. You guys did not run. You're not the cowards. These other cowardly Negroes that are doing what you do, they always run. Oh, the government. It's the government. The government. So whenever they run away from some place, they're not respected because they've always running. They never fought to fix Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria. They always ran. You guys are getting respect because you didn't run. You're fighting. Mm-hmm. If you fight, you win. But most Africans don't fight. They're cowards. Okay. They want to run. Mm-hmm. They want to get on a ship and die in the ocean. I'm driving in the Mediterranean. Why don't you fight in Nigeria or Ghana, nigga? Because I didn't want to. The government. The government. You're the government. If you learn to fight and stop being a coward, you can win. That's what Kenya's now showing you.
Mm-hmm. It is super insane. Mm-hmm. I'll read the last two, three comments. Says that and they will still continue to apply even after knowing this. That is true. I agree with that comment. Okay. Africans see this happening. We see this happening, but we still go and actually. That the fact that for those who have been there before us, me, Joby, but I think that I'm going to be, unless I'm clipping any of these politicians, trust me, it's not that easy. It is not Kuchi, or you doing something literally for you to be able to be on the front line. Yeah. Passport, a year end. And we tried to get our passports. That was can I remember when it was? And you remember, Keith?
It took over a year to get it, Joe. Took over a year to get that passport, which is crazy.
Each of us $100, so we were supposed to give $200. That is me and Katie.
How crazy!
Hell no!
To do your job, exactly. Yeah, it's all graft and corrupt. I gotta give you $100 to do your job. You're supposed to process it. Sound crazy. Mm-hmm. It becomes that corrupt because corruption rocks on the top.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, the mind, because you still see and apply. Another one says the last second comment. In UK, they make it difficult to pay the, I don't know what that means, and quickly process the £60 fine. All right, maybe John Mosquito can confirm with that information and ask for $200 to $250 for.
And I noticed it was all the African puppets who made it visa-free for all the Europeans to come into Africa, Joby. All the puppets made it visa free for all the European white people to go to Africa anytime they want, visa free.
In Africa needs the same thing I've been saying since 2021. Measure on white people popping in and out of this continent, not a
Yep.
dumping site. This is not okay to go by the line. You really do have to. You're not gonna go. It's a public toilet. You're gonna get into it. No, it has a toilet with its own privacy.
Because you have pride of Africa. These puppets don't. They gave white people everything. You can come into Africa anytime you want, but you Africans can't come into Europe or America or Asia when you want.
Presidential seat, trust me, it's over for Africa. I'm over, like in a good way.
Yeah, it is.
To me, because me, I'm a no nonsense man. My face. I'm not the type. I am not choose. And I'm not gonna, before I leave, I'm totally given up. But it's not a time for us African people to.
Well, you always start to win. You're winning now. You're starting to win.
We had the Arturo brothers. I remember that was regime. We had the Arturo brothers.
Those Turkish cats, one that came into Kenya.
Yeah.
Armenian or Turkish or something.
The links were linked to some couple of politicians.
They were killing people. They shot some kind of. They were killing people. Started some criminal organization and shit.
No, for them they were found linked to. I don't think they really killed anyone, but they were linked to drugs.
Yeah, I said drugs. I said criminal enterprises.
But they were linked to drugs. That is when I remember I posed the question. I'm like, these people got in position leader, the president, and a couple of, how we have so many white people who are criminals in Africa.
Yeah.
How they want.
Because you worship white people, Joe. Africans been taught to worship white people. You're the most criminal people on the planet.
It's crazy, and it is.
You guys are stopping it.
Karibu sana. It's I know the internet is really messed up. Actually,
it's really bad.
Because the Safaricom completely refused to work. Is not working at all. I've tried using it. And it was just messing up. Like it's not opening tabs. No. I think
what you using now?
They're really working okay as well. I hear you, but there's
yeah, you got it. What using our internet again, or are you using data? What are you using?
The studio Wi-Fi.
Okay, so you didn't have to buy data then.
It's not what.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
did you pay for it?
Did.
Wow.
We pay for what? We pay for what?
Did you pay for the data? When I sent you money for data, did you pay for data? Or did you just hold on to it?
I'm using the one you sent in the morning, remember?
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, but you said you didn't use that. You using the Wi-Fi, using our regular studio Wi-Fi, right? Or you using the data? That's what I'm asking.
I'm using Wi-Fi. The data is not working, but earlier we were using the data. Right now,
okay, that's what I was asking.
The Wi-Fi is there, but it's also not working. Is ish.
Okay.
Yeah. that stable. He said, "Did you pay for data?" Yeah, I can hear him. Like it's just that there's a bit of connectivity and all that. Shatu and Sankenon Karibu Sana, welcome. He says in Brooklyn Park, large churches, it can hold about 1,000 and more. They well, Africans are waking up. That is one thing. Africans are really, really waking up. But let me share this next video as
guys simultaneously in so many parts of the world, right? Now, pattern
Yeah, that's
economics
my
has
girl right
taught us.
there.
If
Come
something
on,
is
that's
happening
my girl right there.
and you have direct relations, just know affected by the actions of the other country. Now, let me bring this. Know that we are being controlled and funded by the IMF. It's true. It's not that the American economy is so to fund Kenya or invest in Kenya. They have strategy. They know what they're doing. They know what they are benefiting money. They know how the dollar is being affected. They know what's done bad things to other countries, and now they need.
and Sunken One, she's a TikToker.
And people somewhere do you
No,
do that to a
no,
country
she
that
didn't.
is full of corruption?
Slow down.
She did what, Keith? Come again.
Oh, I said she done left a couple comments on my video, and I left some comments on hers. Yeah, she's from Kenya. She's a Kenyan TikToker who's pretty woken up. Go ahead, Joey.
Now, let me tell you
Let me try.
guys, guys, what is happening in the world right now? If there's some
Oh, I lost Joey. Yeah, that young lady left a few comments on my TikTok page. And I talked with her back on hers. She's a pretty intelligent young lady. Like I said, you got a massive awakening, which I said was going to happen. And these dumbass leaders in Africa are not ready for it because they're still working from the old paradigm that you can tell African people any old stupid shit. They'll believe it. They'll talk the goofy religion about Jesus and the Lord or Allah, whatever nonsense. They stay poor and impoverished. But that's not working anymore because the African youth are more sophisticated than their goofy ass parents and their goofy ass grandparents. They're more sophisticated. And so that's a problem. So it's going to be hard to control Africa in the coming years. They're not going to be able to control it. The genie's out the bottle. And that's what Kenya showed. And the meekness. See, most Africans are all scared and meek and proper and polite, called very docile. Once the African gets over its docility, and love of everybody but themselves, so they can get ready to, they can fight for what actually belongs to them. And that's what the Kenyans are doing right now, fighting for what belongs to them. Because they knew that this was the white man coming back in to steal the goddamn land again. At the end of the day, that's what all this shit was about, theft. Since we can't fight you on the battlefields, too many, we're going to legislate away your damn land and rights. But they didn't know that the youth was sophisticated enough to read it. And so that's what you're dealing with. And so all these African leaders got to be a little scared. Now, the video quality is terrible because the internet's terrible. Because I bought them data this morning because our internet was out. Then the fiber after they even installed it, they even turned that on yet. So we're still working up the old Wi-Fi. That wasn't working, so I bought them some data. So we said that didn't work. So the old Wi-Fi came back up. It's not working. Because Ruto stopped them cutting everybody's optic cables on. Even fucking with the internet. And he wanted to shut off the power. But that ain't gonna work. I think Ghana may be the next country to go over the cliff. I would say Zimbabwe, but they too colonized in their head. They claim not to be as bad as South Africa, but they are. They are. There go Joe, she back.
Okay, we're back.
She back.
Shout out to Ruth. You share this video again to get to continue. Talking about the US being an enemy.
Yeah.
How is a puppet?
All white people are enemies.
Yeah, literally, she's talking about the World War III, how the US economy is about what the House passed, that is including taking the 25 young people. She's talking about all that and breaking it all down for people who do not understand why Ruto was under pressure to sign, as we're being controlled and run by people that are we for so. Checking on the comments, I see, yes, someone actually agrees, says that, yes, Mzungu is not your friend, Bwana. You know, that means at all. And another one says that...
Hey, Joby, I wonder where Simba's at with all this shit going on.
I'm hit by the truth wherever he is, I know.
I know.
By the truth right now, wherever he is. And I also see people had so many different type of comments to make. And all the economy is being managed by the IMF. And endorses this 2020 is likely drafted by the IMF or the World Bank. endorses this. That is what they're trying to say. Increases military wages. Just know war is coming. I've even seen Museveni is sane enough to economic block, but Sisi hapa is ni bootlicking our crazy man, bootlicking the colonizers and everything. That is doing, you know. That is what's kicking the white people's ass. But this is the effect.
That's what they do, Joby. They lick all the doo-doo out the crack. Get some water, Joby.
Okay, so
see, they got you choked up, thinking about them having all kind of doo-doo on their tongue.
That is so unhealthy. That is so unhealthy of you. Are you a dog? Of monkeypox in
I'm a bootlick, Joby. A guy licked White Daddy's ass.
Before we get into what is happening in Niger, working with Chad, let me share this video right here as it gets going. Okay, hope it works.
Let your children, and I need children watch on TV. Don't let your children watch a little disgrace, a black girl chasing a white boy the whole damn movie.
Indoctrination of our parents was so bad. They didn't.
Yes, Joe, that's what it was. Brainwashing, indoctrination.
To stop us not to watch. Personally, I loved SpongeBob. Oh my God, I loved SpongeBob.
I did too, Joey. I did too.
I can't sit down to. Before I discovered it was gay. Watching SpongeBob, trust me. On my bored times, you'll find me watching.
I loved it too. Watching my youngest son, I loved it. I thought that shit was hilarious.
I'd go back to all the animations that I've watched or wait for new ones. It's my head up. I can't recover from that. But the fact that our parents didn't don't allow your kids to watch everything on the television, because number one, we had, especially in Africa, was the type of animation we used to wake up every single day before. It is the Bible stories. What are the Bible stories?
The Bible story.
The history of Egypt. We were so missed.
That was not Egypt. That was some Bible shit I had, and that to do with Egypt.
You know,
and then them goofy Bible stories probably showed the Egyptians as white people and shit in them goofy cartoons. They were all black people like you.
So the fact that was not even controlled, that is. Then we came to school where we were also forced to
the tribal groups and tribalism shit.
It was part of our education where
indoctrination.
You know, but yeah.
Movie, a disgrace. And how the hell you got a movie about black people and you in the movie?
What was that? I've never even watched Wakanda. So
what did he say? How you got moved by black people and what now? What did he say?
These people, they have children, but none of the children are black.
That happened in Wakanda. That happened in Wakanda, he said. The children were black. I didn't look at that close.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and look at it. Damn,
That's what he said.
that's crazy.
In the movie. No love or intimacy.
Yeah, I'm
CIA
like,
agent
yeah,
for the U.S.
the
government, Ross.
government. Yeah, they don't like to see. They don't like to see black women and black men loving each other. The movies gotta have black men hating black women hating black men. It's gotta be dysfunctional.
Government, Ross. Since when have killed every major leader we ever had? The reason you didn't is Black Panther was a propaganda movie to make black want you and make black children in Africa believe that black.
Propaganda.
Did you see Wakanda Forever Part 2?
No, I refuse to look at that shit. I refuse to look at it.
Shit out of the Wakandans.
Because I knew
my childhood.
Because I knew the first one was propaganda. I knew the second one was over the top. They tried to say these people were Atlanteans, and the Atlanteans were black. These people didn't exist. So when they told me the storyline, I knew I wasn't watching that shit. It was straight up coonery nonsense. Talk about the Atlanteans fighting the Africans. The Africans are the Atlanteans. So what the hell are you talking about? So I knew I wasn't watching that shit. I didn't watch no Wakanda Forever. Good joke.
To see that crap? Why would you put on a in the whole damn black community gets their behinds whipped?
Damn, that's what was happening in that movie?
A damn disgrace.
Damn, I didn't watch it. Damn.
Save me personally. Save me of this is new. Oh, go watch this. Go get this. I'll never. I will never go.
We know you're not with the hype, Joby.
Never with the hype. I'll never see Wakanda till the next life. Everything personally, I feel like I don't know. This is why I feel like universe and my creator just watches over me. Anything that has hype is always fucked up, and you can see
that's right.
From Dr. Omar.
That's why it's hype, because it's fucked up.
This is why you see this is the first time I'm watching this video from Dr. Omar. CIA as the hero. How? A white man.
Yeah. From the CIA. Yeah.
Same bullshit of telling you as an African. So me as the person who is in Africa, I'm still supposed to believe that narrative.
Exactly.
This movie, I should continue believing that the white man is.
Exactly. That's what it's made to do. Yeah, it's propaganda. It's indoctrination. But Joby, you know too much now. You can kind of look at the movie. That all indoctrinate you now, Joby, because you're awakened. You know what you're looking at.
No,
you know the propaganda.
I'm not watching. But I'm not sitting down to watch no Wakanda or no. I pass.
Joby, Wakanda forever.
I pass.
Okay, I'm like that white man. You think we're gonna build your Wakanda, Joby? I know you want your Wakanda, Joby. You think we're gonna build it for you?
If I find a boyfriend who's gonna be taking, no, I pass. Let me sit home. You come back. I'm cooking. I'll be cooking or go out with my girlfriends. What are you? But I'm not sitting down to watch nothing that is overhyped. The only was Aquaman. Aquaman is the only movie that
That movie was dumb as shit. That Aquaman. Even the second one was stupid.
I didn't like that. The second one. I didn't like the second one. Really, that
Yeah, they both
The
were
first one
stupid.
was the first one was much better.
I didn't like the first. I thought both of them was stupid. Only reason why I looked at the second one, I think I was messing around and clicked the button by mistake, went in the other room and came back and said, "I said, what's this shit? This is that Aquaman shit." And I just stayed and watched. I said, "Oh man, that was the worst 2 hours I ever spent. That shit was horrible." Aquaman 2. It's bad acting. And then knowing I knew, I found out later that he was molesting his daughters and shit. That's why that Lisa Bonet, when I showed you the ugly girl, that's what you guys said. You guys had a crush on ugly ass Lisa Bonet. And I showed her to Joby, and Joby said, ugh. She look all tore up now. So
Let me tell you, teach yourself and have children not to go with the hype. I feel like that really saved me a lot. Spending
that's
money
smart.
out of unwanted things like
Smart.
Louis
They made you
Vuitton,
they made you
Gucci,
disciplined.
Chanel.
All that's all white people. That's all. So yeah, black people always proud to wear homosexual people shit on them. And then all these homos. Those happy.
None of
And
my
these things,
clothes
the people and people that hate you. Chanel, Gucci, that's a messed up mind frame.
Find me Gucci and the Louis Vuitton there. I'll go wash my Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton.
You
And just
never
like that, and just like Danny said, with L'Oreal, that cosmetic company, they can't even sell that shit in France where they're from because it causes cancer. People put that L'Oreal shit all in their body, all that cancerous ass shit.
It's
But
like
I like. Go ahead, Joey.
personally, my skin, I can't apply lotion. It's like
Oh, you
my
been kissed
forehead.
by the sun?
Yeah, my forehead oil, my face ends up being damaged. Like
Things all got harmful chemicals in it. That's been the black people. You drink water, your skin's always gonna glow and be perfect anyway. Eat the right things, drink a lot of water. You have beautiful skin.
Water for the past 2 weeks.
You know, good bastard, you.
Super cold, so yeah.
You can't just be drinking water to try to thirst trap people, Joby. You're thirst trapping water video.
But Antonio says he never seen this. When I heard about the Mexican, I was like, and
yeah, me too. On second one, they got that in Mexican. But these are the people from Atlantis. People from Atlantis are black people. Not no Mex. These other people didn't even exist. I mean, and I didn't know that it was. I didn't know it was in there whipping the African people's asses. I'm like, what? I didn't want to watch it anyway. When I heard they said Mexicans are the people from Atlantis, I said, what? What? I'll pass on this bullshit.
I also see Joe Mosquito says I seen both. So through the propaganda and Joe Mosquito's Black Panther, not Wakanda. Whatever. You say can't even tell the. I don't go with the hype. I'm so sorry.
That's still Black Panther. That's Black Panther too. Just because it's called Wakanda forever, it's still Black Panther, General Mosquito. Shit, talking about. And anyway, I didn't watch that dumbass shit. But I found it's gonna be some goddamn Mexican and some Atlantis. Like what? Get out of here.
Joe Mosquito says I tried to watch Aquaman, but I just can't.
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. You're right. The acting is so bad in it. The acting is so. I don't know what. As I know, you can have anybody in Hollywood. They try to have a looking white man make him an actor. His acting is so bad.
The second one was bad, but the first one was
Both of them were bad, Joby. So, sorry, both of them stunk.
the second one was dope. Danny Karibu and brothers and sisters, keep up the pressure on Ruto. You all deserve through self-determination. That should be your mission statement. Tomorrow, the agenda is 1 million people. And I believe actually the number could be beyond 1 million because come forth to say that, especially with the number of deaths that have are injured, Ruto has said it's only 6 people are dead. More than 200 people who have been killed in only one area. In Nairobi City, we are confirming 22 deaths so far, so that makes 200. In other places which are actually not even reported, and it's a big number of people have died. So with this number of hospitals, so many parents have come out and they're like, tomorrow we're gonna be, it's gonna have to start with us before you get to our children. Or over the past generation, you think people don't know about it, have come out to talk about it openly. You've silenced us. She said she's one of the people who suffered and survived from Ruto. So she knows who he is, dictator and a killer. And everyone tomorrow is coming.
I suffered when I had to watch that Aquaman shit. that was real. I suffered when I had to watch that Aquaman. That was real suffering.
But tomorrow we are witnessing, of course, we can't afford to be tomorrow on the streets. We can outside there for those who are
you guys did your part, Joby. You went out there and did your part.
Yeah, so tomorrow house roads leading to Sungoi, that is Ruto's in, but they deployed the Kenya Defense,
the military,
majority of those areas. But to this evening, that is the service, it has come forth to say that all that deployment, Kenya Defense Forces have been told to go back to their bases.
It's illegal.
Yeah, so we're gonna see any number of deaths. We've seen the deputy president, but people are so mad. The agenda is still on. Ruto has on Twitter again. People are like, the agenda is not about 2020. To Demoroso for saying that, because earlier we were discussing that when we were like, he said sense. We should not just say Ruto must go. We need to restructure. He is deputy president who becomes a president, and if it's not, is the either the speaker. We were talking. It's gonna be either someone regime, but at the end of the day, we need to. The president, he has to go with everyone he appointed. The senators, the cabinet secretary, everyone has to be taken down. A fresh election again. I love just the way people are planning. A fresh election has to go to we have to go back to the IE, restructure the system of our, need any mistakes being done of our system was cut, oh, this one is sick, type of shit. Yeah, they want us to restructure everything, make a change. So if you try listen to, and if you get into these Kenyan spaces where people are talking, On TikTok, it's videos you're gonna see.
Twitter.
Shit. Yeah, they are flagging and banning. Most of the people have also come out to reject this financial bill. Accounts known who are the comedian as with the president, he came back and people they started attacking him and asking him channel to where it has gotten. Now you think because you're taking trips with the president, it's either you make a stand right now or we're gonna ensure that immediately
You guys even told all the white people and the Indians to get out the country as they join the revolution or you get out. I like hell yeah. So you're not gonna be exploiting. You're not gonna be in Kenya just to exploit us. I told the African youth to wake it up. They said either you join this revolution or get the fuck out the country. I love it. That's the goddamn. That's raw.
Yeah, so the moment
I love it.
Reject the financial bill, his channel was almost 500 and down, completely taken down. All his accounts, literally all of them flagged. The moment he said I would go to the US to meet President Joe Biden and all those bunch of coons, and now he's back as an.
I know it's hard. See, Coonan don't work, Joey, when everybody's wake. Coonan don't work for you. Be a coon at your own risk. Be a coon at your own risk, Joey, now. Be a coon at your own risk. It's not going to pay off no more.
Something of the businesses that have been boycotted, houses, clubs that have been banned of these MPs. It's not really that we've banned all these properties belonging to these people right now.
No, you just boycott. Don't give them any business.
We're banning every create these businesses. That is one thing again. Earlier today, as much as we are celebrating seeing these businesses being shut, burnt down, mind you, we are also losing traces of which has been stolen from the people's pocket to create. We should also need to, we need to understand. We should not papers. We need to track as much as we want these people to face the consequences. We need to the expenditures all the assets they have are at. But John Mosquito says, wow, Jason Mama molested.
Yeah, he molested his daughters. That's Aquaman, Joby. See who's Joby don't know the man's name. That's Aquaman. Molesting his damn daughter. Yeah.
Okay.
You're Aquaman. Been on his daughter's titties and shit.
No.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
She was just light-skinned Mola.
Oh, you talking about Lisa Bonet? Yeah, she was ugly. That's why she's an ugly old woman. I never thought Lisa Bonet was ever pretty. I'm like, what? That's because Negroes love light skin. That's the colonized. She ain't even pretty. That's why she aged like old milk.
Daniel Harrison says Black women here in America that those cosmetics and they just got a mouthful of shit. I feel like the Black American women food drugs. I'm sorry to say, but I feel like those are the hard women in America that you can't tell anything. The hood rats.
Yeah, that's true. You can't. You can't tell them anything. That's why they're hood rats.
Daddy also says, have you ever wondered why women are bodies or real? I know the brand. I just kept. Yeah, but I also see Jason says Mexicans are fit in with today's rappers.
Yeah, they trying to say like they had something to do with rap. They mad because Kendrick Lamar in LA didn't put them part of the Juneteenth Black American shit. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Every time black people try to do something for themselves, these other people want to bum rush. You don't let us get nowhere near your shit. Involve black people in none of your shit. And then you get mad at Kendrick Lamar for not putting Mexicans? You did not nothing to do with the creation of rap. You ain't got nothing to do with enslaved Africans. None of that. So shut the fuck up. Why they didn't bring in the Mexicans? Because you bitches are racist. That's why. Why the hell you think? How about you had something to do with LA rap? You did not. You had to do with no hip hop at all. Coming from New York. And half the people in my damn area of LA, that rap was corny and fucked up. And NWA sucked. Except for maybe Ice Cube back in the day. Good. But that Easy garbage, that shit was garbage. You know. So, yeah, the Mexicans don't get a check if we don't let them, you know, be the spotlight of our shit. That's how crazy these motherfucking people are.
As we get to wind up, as we get closer to winding up,
I'm telling you to go away and eat a taco or a burrito. That, you know, we're not trying to claim tacos. We didn't make them. We're trying to claim burritos. That's your shit. Stop trying to claim our shit. Go ahead, Joe.
Up on the last conversation of the day is about Niger working together. So Benin declining to work with oil transportation all the way to China, but they're saying that would make Niger an oil exporting country is being security crisis and diplomatic dispatcher with neighbor of last year's coup that stopped the West. The 1900, the 1,000 kilometers, that is 1,200 miles, pipeline runs from Niger, a dam oil field to the port of Kontu to help the oil reach but landlocked Niger. Five-fold increase in oil production deal signed in April with China state-run National Petroleum by several challenges, including the diplomatic disagreement with Benin this week. And of course, we saw that the pipeline was cut and, literally they also has been an attack this week where the local patriotic claimed to have disabled a part of the pipe tax in more than 400 million deal with to find a solution. The Niger junta is considering routes that is Chad and Cameroon. These options of Nigeria had already been considered at the start of Nigerian authorities opted for the pipeline. Dilk Ababa, researcher and president of the International of the Sahel, the Chad option certain it's not certain that Chinese will. So the Chad option is it's not they say yes. But personally, I'm looking forward to see if they are going to work together, benefit Chad.
Chad is landlocked too, Joe. But they can't go to. They go to Chad. Chad don't got any ocean. They're landlocked too. They're landlocked country.
So we're gonna see. Of course, this is Macron. It doesn't is going to make the rest of the power to, for the rest of the.
They should build a pipeline. They should build a pipeline all the way from go to Mali and see if you can go to Guinea. Ask Guinea, can you build a pipeline going westward, going from Niger to Mali to Guinea, and then that goes to the ocean. What's that guy who just got rid of that white woman? Knew she was a spy. Was that Abdou Bade, whatever his name is? The guy of Guinea, who just got rid of his white woman.
He got rid of the white woman?
Yeah, they say he did. That's what they say. Only these puppet Negroes have these white women. They don't even be with their own women. It's like the moron down in the Ivory Coast. They know that this woman's a spy. Just like the one in Gabon. Because these Negroes, I bet if I get me a white woman and they stealing all the resources out of Africa. They're too fucked up to even marry their own African woman. Who does this? Only the backward ass African man. You won't see no white man do this in power. You don't see no Asian man do this in power. All these handkerchief head niggas do it. Because they feel so low self-esteem.
And Obama is the only one who tries,
And Obama brings out Big Mike.
He's the Big Mike. It's
Big
crazy.
Mike. That's right. Big Mike, Joby. Big Mike. Oh, Joe, before we leave, do this for me. Say images of the Ivory Coast president's wife. So you could go to Ivory Coast, but that's a puppet country of France still. The images of the Ivory Coast president's wife. So the other guy, Guinea, he got rid of his white wife. She was a spy. The guy Ivory Coast, they know his wife's a spy. Go to images. Yeah. Probably ugly too. Oh, now they ain't got no images of that lady.
They do, but
so it was one. Oof. God damn.
my internet is just acting up the way it wants.
Is she ugly, Joby? I can't tell. Used to give an ugly white woman. That's how low self-esteem they got. They give an ugly white woman. Look at my white woman, other Africans.
She looks like an
Looks like a who?
She looks like an improper fraction.
Anyway, she's a spy. That's why next door to Ghana is the Ivory Coast, and it's completely controlled by the French. Because he got his French white woman. His French white woman Just like the guy Guinea-Bissau got his French white woman, but I think he got rid of her ass, they said. She got caught stealing money, stealing some precious minerals. Like the lady in Gabon, but they never arrested that lady from Gabon. All these, they got these white women.
Of course,
All
they
of them.
won't. Of
Boot
course, they
licking.
won't.
These boot lickers. Only marry your own woman. Anyway,
Joe,
the rapper. Go ahead, Joby.
but again, Kwaheri, you came in
See,
late,
see,
but
yeah, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave a corporate daughter due to one of the white woman, but he was too fat and goofy looking. But he was in England going to school.
replay.
Yeah, yeah. I know his history too. He wasn't a white woman when he was in school in Switzerland, and they didn't want his fat goofy ass. I'm gonna bring that out. They turned down corporate daughter when he was a young man. They said, "No, nigga, you goofy. No white coochie for you."
Amazing day. See you guys tomorrow, and thank you so much to everyone who was tuned.
Much love, Joby.
Yeah, it's quite late. I started late, but yeah, allow me.
Yeah, let you go home.
Safe. Yeah. So have an amazing day, you for yourselves. A great one. Take care. Be safe. Eat healthy.
You guys make sure. Joby get home safe. That's hard. Hey, did they get that lion run around run guy?
Huh?
Did they get that lion that was running around run guy out there?
Yeah. Yeah, too.
Okay.
Tomorrow it's gonna be probably what? Yes. The road is literally full of dark. You know, the road is because of the tires that were being burned and everything. In the sneezing, the road was just full of tear gas. Is still.
Damn.
It's gonna be. Yeah,
I ain't worried about the tear gas. I worry about wild ass animals out that bitch shit.
Yeah, in the line. And
they got that lion. They got that lion, Joby. They got him. No.
Not yet.
That's a big ass lion. I seen him on TikTok. That motherfucker's big as shit.
Those lions were not caught. Remember, they were. But yeah. It's dangerous out here. It's not safe. You just walk in by the.
I looked at that video. That lion hopped on people's gate. Was at their door trying to get in the damn door. I said, "Shit! I better shot the shit out that damn lion." That was a big ass lion. Shit.
It's crazy. Yeah, but anyway, family.
You sit outside barbecuing. And a big ass lion jump over your damn fence. Shit. 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 And a wild ass